Welcome back. This is Martin Games 2, and we are going to continue our exploration of the druids. And last episode, we rescued Arabella and visited the Althara back up here, and kind of talked to Volo and some of these others down in there. And so now, and we went and saw Nettie. And
Step by step.
so now what we want to do
These things have
is
stayed
we're going to
interesting.
explore some more. I'm going to go down
Should
this
mind my
hill,
step.
see what happens. Make sure we cover everything
Is
here
someone
so we don't have
singing?
to come back.
It's beautiful.
Oh, there must be more bards down here. Let's go take a look.
Shh. Listen.
All right, I'll listen
A
quietly.
sweet melody plays above the waves, beckoning you, drowning out all logical thought.
Uh, I'm going to use my wisdom and struggle against the music's pull.
The suffocating yearning suddenly fades as the spell breaks. You are free.
Get back, it's a trick.
No. It's just a bit of water. I only want to listen. Just a little closer. Yes, everything's gonna be fine once I get there.
Alright. We need to... Who is this over here? That's Blazel. She's already there? Okay, so this is Shadowheart.
Let me strike true.
Go ahead and get a crit on that. Alright. Again, we put Trident down here. And that should be everything she can do.
What is this? I will have your head, Harpy.
Make her miss. Alright, so now... How much health does she have left? She's got 6. We can... So we can move up here. Alright, that should do it for her.
Swift and lethal.
And then here's her. So let's put 100 mark on her. Can't jump over there now. But I can make it over there. Let's put a booming blade on her.
Not no failure.
Do an action surge. Let's do another booming blade on her. Alright, so she's down. Come back over here. See, there's one over here, right? Okay, I'm gonna put this right here. And then we'll bring her over here so that the fan. And let's see if we can get her up. Yeah. And give everybody space. Alright, so now this is poison. What do you mean I don't have enough resources?
Healing.
Alright. Let's do the Louis Black. Alright.
Villain! But I see you now for what you are.
Alright, so now it is Shadowheart's turn. And then let's go ahead and heal Lucy again. Alright, so now what are we going to do here? This is, she's still got that. I can put a blade ward on. And a hex. Let's do a dexterity hex. What does she have? 17?
Torment!
I am fury.
Okay.
I am death.
Booming blade. Enough for her. Let's loot her while we're up here. I don't think you can get up there. Let's move right over in here. And then got her.
Light on
All
my
right.
feet.
Are they gone?
They're gone. Are you all right?
No. Yes. I mean, I don't know.
Take a deep breath, deep and slow. You're safe now.
That's what the voice said. I almost got to the nest, but the singing. I need to get back. Mole will be so mad. Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me. Find a boy called Donny. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
Alright, find Donnie, see Dragon's Lair. Alright, Gale, what's up?
That scamp reminds me of myself when I was a nipper. Always getting into trouble.
Met a lot of Harpies, did you?
And worse. One time, my parents denied me a kitten, so I summoned myself a Tressim. Ah, dear old Tara. Beautiful creature. Benefits of a wizard's education, you see. Of course, my considerable talent didn't hurt either. Well, that depends on who you ask, I suppose. I may have summoned things rather more exotic than a winged cat.
Such as?
There was that magma mephit once. Nice fellow, we kept in touch. Of course, in walked the housekeeper, screaming, yelling, panic, and before you know it, fire everywhere. Anyway, I'm glad we got that boy out of his predicament. Poor lad would have been harpy feed if it wasn't for you.
Alright, so there is a chest back over here. And if we continue on over here, another little out of the way thing. And I'm going to take Lizelle and unroot her, because she can get up there probably as quick as anybody.
Repositioning.
And you had to jump, and some of these are big jumps for some of the guys.
Let's see what those harpies were
Low
hoarding.
straight. Alright, so we have a ring of color spray. There's an I'm sorry letter. There's to Miriam from Edmund. And then there's an inscrutable journal. Okay. Not a whole lot else, and then we'll just take the rest of that. Okay, but that's a magical item that we can either use on Gale, or color spray can be used. I think it blinds people, so anybody who does close melee type things early on, could help out a little bit. And then we will rejoin her up.
Looking ahead. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Let's just see if we can find Maul.
So, Gith, aren't you worried your kind will help you become happy with us?
My name is Lazelk Chucky,
My grizzled
and my
friend.
king will understand my
What can you
needs
tell me
so
about this place?
They will help you, but only if...
Alright, let's talk to Arabella's parents.
I need a quick look.
Yes, I see. And is that...
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
Well, I hope we meet again under better circumstances.
Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
And we got a
I was fine.
dancing
My
lights
mother was a
cantrip.
heartbeat away from fighting a bear.
Isn't that how Mum usually is?
Okay,
You pup.
got up here. Have we talked to Mattis? I think we talked to Mattis in the last one. Now here's Donnie.
He stares right past you as if you're invisible or boring.
Let's see, Donnie, isn't it? I want to see the dragon's lair.
He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Well, thanks for showing me the door. I'm gonna leave. Okay, so this concealed hatch opens this little door back here. And this gets us down into the little kids' playground, the dragon's lair. And their leader is Maul.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You saved Arabella from the druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done. And thanks for going easy on Sylphie. Not many marks would have done the same.
Why are you running all these schemes and swindles? Risky, you know.
We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldur's Gate. Why? You planning on telling me stealing is wrong?
Oh, let's do something quite the opposite. I want to invest in your newest Thieves Guild in the Swords Coast.
Won't turn down free money. I've got operating costs you wouldn't believe. Come see me in the city sometime, huh? I'll repay this and then some. See you around, maybe.
All right.
When do I
Look
get
over
to
here to
run the
read.
thing scan?
Sylphie got caught. We have to lay low for a while.
I knew she wasn't ready. Can you stop? It's not like you never got
The
caught.
thieves stash over here, but these guys, well, there's Murkon, the kid that we rescued.
You came! I have... Here! Mole said I should thank you properly for the Harpies. So I wrote you a story.
Aren't you the clever one? That's very kind.
It's about you. I hope you like it.
All right, let's see what it says. Murkon's story. We're going to read it. All right, nice little story. So there are several ways of getting in here. To me, that's just the easiest one. You can, if you're a gnome, just kind of squeeze into another little hole to get down here.
Let's see.
Or you can cast some magical stuff and get down here. But that's the easiest one, and you get some stuff while you do that. Alright, let's go up here and see this guy, see what they're doing.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help!
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Persuasion. You should stay. A single blade could make a difference. Add a bonus. Didn't need to, but it's there.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
Zergan. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throat slit by Goblin Blade.
Thank you, Roland.
All right. So I'm not sure if I did this last episode, but inside this haystack is a little pouch. And in that little pouch is a gem and a little bit of gold. So we'll take that, and we have a little pouch there if we wanted to use that for anything. And then
That ox seems a little too interested in me.
there's a
The waiting's
strange
getting
ox.
to me. You're addressing me? A humble ox. How quaint.
There's something strange about the ox. What is it? Number one. Alright, so need a good roll here. That's a good one.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
There's more to you than meets the eye. Care to explain?
No. You are incapable.
Let's see. Do that first one. Come on, old chap. I may Gevel for gossip.
I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this, move. Move along.
All right.
I mean,
So we should be able to catch up with him later on. He has kind of a reoccurring spot, as does Roland down here. Go see.
I already told you I don't.
Go see Zevlor.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it?
Leaving the grove is the best option. I can help.
It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task.
Okay, well, I guess I'll kill the goblins' horde leaders. I'll see what I can do.
Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
All right.
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes, of course.
Okay, well, how about over here? There's someone to visit up here at the top of the ladders. Look, Chris out.
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight.
Will you? I don't see many soldiers.
We're tougher than we look. We've survived persecution, survived Avernus. Who knows? Some of us might even make it to Baldur's Gate.
If you survive the hells, you'll survive this.
There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line?
Sure, it's a bet.
Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it.
All right, so we need to make sure she stays alive all the way to Baldur's Gate. Otherwise, we lose her 10 gold. And 10 gold, as a matter of things, isn't a whole lot, but I don't like losing bets.
Please, have mercy.
Give it back, kid. Please. I've been through enough.
Are you?
All right. That was Zoru. Do I have anything I need to... fine. Okay, let's go up here and
Fragile. I have a mind to end their misery myself.
explore a little bit further.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
I failed to see the distinction.
A little squirrely.
Get out!
The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it.
What was that for?
You're trespassing. This is my territory.
I'm gonna do 5. Barred intimidation. Let me pass, or I'll spread word about this wonderful patch of ripe land for the taking. That's mean, but...
Okay, calm down. We can make a deal. How about this? You can stay if you keep those ugly feet on the ground. I'll even sweeten the pot. Found some weird smelling stuff on the ground. You can keep it, but these trees are mine. Follow the rules and I won't have to intervene. Got it?
Alright, so as long as we don't find those trees, we're fine. And she gave us a hyena ear. Alright, let's see, what can we do from a distance? Still have this. Okay, and then I can do a distance whisper. Frightening. And then get up here. And who's this? This is Shadowheart.
Keep going.
The fireball.
You can eat.
Yes.
Battle of wits. May it please, Mistra.
Okay, and this will do a going across. Alright.
Fury. I am death.
We're going to see if we can make it all the way there. And swimming blade. Let's just go ahead and... Oh, how do you miss? Switch over to a sword. And... a big hit for somebody as frightened as what you are. Alright, let's see if we can... Alright. So who is this? Nadria.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone... poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. But too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
Coin mistress, you lost me.
You almost seem honest. Care to explain why you reek of the hells?
Oh, why not? Number 2. A mind flayer abducted me and its ship went straight to Avernus. Alright, good
Well,
roll.
that's quite the story. And I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you. Here. Take this. It's worth a fortune. But a fortune's not worth much if you're dead. Consider it payment for saving my life.
A soul coin, true to its name, holds a mortal soul inside. It serves in the Nine Hells as very valuable currency.
Alright, so there's a telescope here, and I'm going to have Lae'zel look at it.
You peer through the telescope.
Looks almost like a dragon. We're going to focus the telescope. Hopefully. Do it. There we go. It was a dragon.
You recognize the dragon as the mount of a Githyanki knight. Perhaps it had been tracking the ship.
Alright, so move the telescope to the right.
The telescope points to the right.
Okay, we'll move the telescope.
The telescope
to the left.
points straight ahead.
And then we'll move the telescope again to the left.
The telescope points to the left.
Alright. Oh, that's really all we have there. Got another little section of Githyanki.
Our Lady of Silver. Please. May he rest by your side. Not now.
Alright. So, let's go ahead. Let me see.
Ready and willing.
I tried not to use too many spells.
To go still.
That's Shadow Heart's out of
No
spells.
one back home will ever believe this.
Sophia's about out of spells. So let's go ahead and take a long rest here. Talk to everybody, and then we will call it a day.
Just
Talk
thought of
to
something.
Gale.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
I was wondering about that condition of yours. Why does it require magic?
Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
Alright, so we'll say leave. Let's go see Will.
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel?
Let's see. Surprisingly fine in spite of it all.
Surprising is just the word, isn't it? Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash.
It makes no sense, I know. Why haven't we turned?
Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
Alright. Go over and talk to Lae'zel.
A fine evening, don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly on us. The breeze caresses our faces. Hideous. All of it. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears.
What do you mean by the tears?
Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my crush. Clear.
Are all Githyanki from the tears?
Your curiosity is to be commended. Githyanki are hatched in creches all throughout realm space. Clear is one of many. It's there I first saw a Kithrak mount a red dragon. Where I slit my cousins' throats at the Vash's command. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
Alright. Sterry, what do you have to say?
I've been thinking, reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. When we find the druid, will he know how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over?
What, will you miss me?
Why not? You've been to the Hells and back, survived the crash, survived everything that's followed. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for.
I thought you didn't like me.
You have your charms. More than you think.
Well, let me see. Watch yourself, Astarion.
Oh. You're no fun. Sleep tight. I'll see you later. I'm sure.
Alright, and then finally Shadowheart.
The leader of the pack comes to chat. What's on your mind? You must be pleased to have a clear path forward. The sooner we find the druid house in, the better. I can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head.
So what comes next for you once this is over?
Head to Baldur's Gate. Someone's waiting for me.
We changed the subject. You didn't like that. How are you feeling?
The same. These parasites are proving suspiciously benign. But suppose I turn. What would you do?
No hesitations. I just end your misery then and there.
Wise. Though, I hope you'd miss me after I'm gone. I think I would if the positions were reversed. But you're right. If we're to make it through all this, there can be no room for hesitation. You're doing well. It's a beautiful night. I think I'll stay up to enjoy it while I still can. Rest well.
Alright, I think that's everybody. Don't typically need to talk to Withers. He's a creature of few words.
Spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
No, I don't need any of that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it a night here, and oh, maybe something happens in the night. So let's go ahead and go to sleep. Alright, nothing happened during the night. So, I am going to end our session right here. We'll pick up right here on the next video, and until then, I will wish you a great day.